Hey everyone, and welcome to Bite Size Tactics. In this video, we're going to be looking at the Incursor squad. The Incursor squad has a typical Adeptus Astartes infantry profile with 6 inches of movement, toughness 4, 3 plus armor save, 2 wounds per model, a 6 plus leadership, and objective control 1. The unit consists of 1 sergeant and 4 or 9 Incursors. A unit of 5 will cost 85 points, while a unit of 10 will cost 170 points. The Incursors have a lot to unpack with the keywords and abilities. So they have the infantry keyword for starters, which is important for abilities and stratagems throughout the game. They also have the smoke and grenades keywords, and this allows you to use the pop smoke stratagem and the grenade stratagem throughout the game. Finally, they do have the Phobos keyword, which could be important for transports. So their first ability is the scout movement, and they have a scout movement of up to 6 inches, which can be used at the start of the game. The Incursor squad also have their own inbuilt ability called Multi-Spectrum Array. So in your shooting phase, after this unit has shot, select one enemy unit that it hit by one or more attacks, and until the end of the shooting phase, each time a friendly Adeptus Astartes unit attacks that same unit, they get +1 to the hit roll. And finally, they do have the Haywire Mine as a war gear ability, which is once per battle at the start of any phase. You can throw this Haywire Mine at a unit within 3 inches. You then roll a d6, and on a 2+, they suffer d3 mortal wounds. But if it's on a vehicle, they suffer 2 d3 mortal wounds, and if it's a 1, well, nothing will happen. Every Incursor, including the Sergeant, is equipped with a bolt pistol, Oculus bolt carbine, and paired combat blades. The bolt pistol has the pistol ability, which allows you to shoot in combat. It has a strength of 4, 0 AP, and does 1 damage, while the Oculus bolt carbine has the assault and ignores cover abilities, which can do some good damage to light infantry units at strength 4, no AP, and damage 1. Finally, the paired combat blades have sustained hits 1 ability, with 3 attacks, strength 4, no AP, and damage 1. So the weapons here allow you to do some good work against some very light infantry units, especially if they're at toughness 3 or 4. However, because of the inbuilt ability of a +1 to hit against a target for the rest of your army, you probably want to split fire or at least target something that has a higher toughness, or that is more of a threat to your army. Now, looking at the weaknesses, they don't have a lot of damage output, and they will struggle against enemies that have a toughness of 5 or higher. And they also do lack some durability in their profile at only toughness 4 and a 3+ armor save, and will rely on the benefit of cover. You also don't want this unit to be locked in combat, especially with some really great combat units, because they will kill the Incursor squad very quickly, but mainly because you then won't get the benefit of their ability of a +1 to hit against a target in the shooting phase. They're also not a great unit for scoring points, as they don't have a lot of OC, so they won't be great at holding those no man's land objectives, and because you want them to be shooting to use their ability of +1 to hit against targets, you won't be doing a lot of actions with them, so therefore you probably won't be scoring a lot of secondary points with these units. So for that reason, they don't provide a lot of mission play for your army, and it's very specific, which can be quite bad if you're looking to be a bit more dynamic. However, the Incursor squad does have some strengths. So they have the scout ability, which is great to give you some early board presence, and perhaps even create a move or a charge block if you're playing against an army like the World Eaters that can just move very fast and quickly towards your battle line. Also, their ability to give +1 hit is great, especially if you can use the Oath of Moment on the same target, or if you want to split it up, you can, and then hopefully do more damage across the entire army, but you'll have to pick and choose very wisely. Also, having Assault on their weapons are quite good to get more movement through the board, and then you can target more enemy units and therefore give yourself some more options on what you'd like to do with the Incursor squad. Or if there's nothing that stands out, you could just use them for secondaries, but again, you're probably wanting them to at least shoot. And you're going to want them to shoot first, so then the entire army can benefit from their ability. The mission play for the Incursor squad is a bit simple. So you set this unit up so that you can get multiple targets for a +1 to hit, and possibly even the Oath of Moment target. The Incursors will also give you an early board presence to possibly score secondary points if needed, or to set up a path to your fortified objective. So the Captain, Lieutenant, and Librarian in Phobos armor can be included in the Incursor squad. So the Captain and Phobos armor can target this unit with a free battle tactic stratagem once per battle round, and it also allows you to pick up 3 Adeptus Astartes Phobos units or scout squads and redeploy them at the start of the game. This can be quite good with the Incursor squad, mainly because if you don't have a target that you like after deploying them, you can then pick them right back up and put them somewhere else before scout moving them. The Lieutenant and Phobos armor will give this unit the lethal hits ability, which might not be very important, but what is important is that after this unit has shot, they can then make a normal move of up to d6 inches if it is an engagement range of enemy models. So this is great to keep this unit alive and possibly keep them out of line of sight in your opponent's following turn. Finally, the Librarian and Phobos armor will give the unit a 4+ Feel No Pain against psychic attacks, but more importantly, it gives the unit stealth and lone operative. So therefore, it wouldn't matter if you leave this unit out in the open, as you can't be targeted unless you're inside 12 inches of enemy models, which means they can just go on their way shooting different targets and then giving your whole army +1 to hit against them while being untouchable. So I do think that you can be very impactful with this unit in the game, especially if you take multiple squads for +1 to hit across more targets. So for example, if you do have 2 squads of 5, one of them could shoot your Oath of Moment target and the other could shoot another high threatening target, and therefore you can divvy up some options and give yourself more opportunity to do more damage. And it's probably best used in armies that really enjoy using Phobos models and can really work well with characters, especially the Librarian for doing secondaries or getting that +1 to hit across multiple targets and staying out of harm's way. Or possibly you just need a Phobos unit to add the Captain and Phobos armor so that you can redeploy your army if needed. Finally, I will say that because of the Incursor's ability to directly affect the army rule and how you might use it, it can actually synergize well within any of the detachments that Space Marines can be in, whether it be Dark Angels, Blood Angels, or just generic. So if you ever look at expanding, the Incursor squad can be linked to any of those chapters. Thank you for watching the video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to help grow the channel. And let me know in the comment section what you think of the Incursor squad. And let me know if you've had any success with them on the tabletop, either in tournaments or just your local gaming club.